If there are questions, I'm open to answer the questions. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes, go
Yes,
ahead.
please go ahead.
Yeah, did I hear it right? It says the population is like 1.2 million. Is that, are you referring to the Philippines?
No, that's the global membership of Rotary. 1.2 million Rotarians all over the world.
Okay, thank you. My second question is, if I have a friend, I mean friends from outside Philippines, like in US, um, if they wanna join, how is it going to be categorized based on geography?
Yes. You can actually invite or encourage your friend, no? Well, Rotary membership actually is based on geographical location, no? Pre-COVID, no? Pre-COVID, no? The reason is that the um, the um, the ability, no, or the convenience of the would-be members, no, to join club activities, club meetings, and projects, no. But we have also in Rotary what we call the e-club, no, the e-club, no. These e-club members, they are also Rotarians, but they do not actually physically meet. They meet online, no? So given this COVID situation wherein physical activities is a challenge, you can actually invite your member, no, to be part of your club if that she really wish to, no. But it must be fully explained to her, no, that later on, especially when all this pandemic is over, it might be beneficial for her to join a Rotary Club within her area so that she can fully engage and participate in the different club activities, especially in club projects.
Good evening, Mr. Rotarian Michael. Thank you very much for your illuminating discourse with wonderful narrative. So it is an evening. This evening is really quite wonderful and enriching and observing. But my question is, how to resolve dispute or conflict of a club to retain membership? Okay, am I audible? Clear?
Yes, clear, Dr. Nat. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
yeah.
that question. That is a very relevant question. And just to share with you, in my 6 years of going to the different Rotary clubs, different districts in the Philippines and Indonesia, we have we have common problems about disputes, no, and disagreements, no. Of course, no organization is perfect, whether it's a formal organization, informal, or voluntary organization. No organization is perfect. And it's very common that there are disputes and disagreements among Rotarians and fellow members. Why? Because we have different professions. We have different culture. We have different preferences. We have different upbringing. No? The most important thing that we must understand and focus on whenever there are disputes amongst Rotary members in a club is that we have to always refer to our club bylaws and Rotary constitution and bylaws. And as I previously mentioned earlier, that is our contract of becoming a Rotarian. Whenever we take our oath, when we took our oath, no, all of us uttered loudly and clearly that we will abide by, follow, and uphold Rotary's constitution and bylaws, doing service above self and four-way test, all of these things. And all of us underwent trainings, so many trainings, no? So definitely I can say with our hearts, not only in our minds, but also in our hearts, deep in our hearts, we all know exactly what we are doing. And we must know and we must not do what is not right. Again, if there are disputes, it must be clearly referred to Rotary's constitution and bylaws. We just have to remind everyone. Those who will not follow the Rotary constitution and bylaws, remind them. When did you took the oath? Maybe you forgot to took the. Maybe you forgot when you took the oath. So that is the most important basis, no, of resolving a problem. No? All Rotary clubs have bylaws, and it's patterned with the constitution and bylaws of Rotary International. So no Rotary club and no Rotarians, um, uh, uh, I can say no one cannot solve any dispute and disagreement because it's there. It's clearly stated in the bylaws and constitutions. And of course, our district, our club, we have usually Rotary clubs have committees, no, chaired by elders. The Rotary districts have also committees that can be a resource, no, to handle disputes, no, and even up to Rotary International, they have committees to handle all these disputes. And at the end of the day, no matter what, whether it's in the club level, district level, or international level, at the end of the day, the basis is Rotary Constitution and bylaws. And it's there. So we just have to remind our members to please follow. Again, integrity, discipline, it's very important.
Okay.
So
PP
that's all.
Mike, we
I hope
Quite,
I answered the
PP,
quite
question.
brilliant. Quite brilliant. Thank you for your elucidation, command over English language, and
Thank you.
also your body language. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
thank
Dr.
you.
Dan.
PP Mike, we have a question from the chat box. So this is coming from RCPE Miguel Sanchez. How do you keep the fire burning for past presidents who tend to lay low after their term?
Okay, so thank you, Past President Mix. No, I shared in my slides earlier on how to engage existing Rotarians, no, especially the Rotary leaders. Uh, Rotarians, especially past presidents or even a regular member, they tend to lie low, no, to Rotary activities for the reason of lack of time, no, lack of time, and maybe some financial challenges, no. These are realities, no. It's either they have challenges in time and treasure, no. But very important that other than these two, no, because of course we cannot do something about the person. If a member is assigned to something else and lots of work, etc., no, we cannot really force them. And also if there are financial problems, no, regarding Rotary dues or payment of dues, no. But Rotary International now encourages all clubs to at least relax in terms of addressing members' time. No? Before, as I mentioned, the Rotary is very strict with regard to the weekly meeting. Now, Rotary is encouraging flexible meeting hours or meeting conditions. No, in fact, the rule of every weekly meeting is now relaxed because a club can meet formally even just a month, twice a month. No, but all other activities they can already count that as part of the engagement, like having a fellowship, attending a project, attending seminars, etc. These are already included, no? And so that's one way of addressing time, no? With regard to addressing the challenge on treasure, no? Maybe it's also important for the club to understand also the economics and cost of being a Rotarian. No? We all know that there is a there is a baseline cost for every Rotarian. You can check that with RI. Of course I just don't want to to say this because there are clubs, because different Rotary clubs have different annual membership dues, no, but there is a baseline cost for every Rotarian that is mandatory, that is paid to RI, Rotary International, and paid to the district. These are mandatory. And it's, if you will check and if you will compute, it's very minimal. It's very minimal. No? Now, the challenge is for the Rotary Club to also assess whether or not they need to continue charging the members to pay that huge amount of annual membership fee, no? Because there is a drawback. If they will continue charging that huge amount, chances are they will also lose membership, or those members can join other clubs with a lower with a lower membership dues, no? So these are the two important things that must be addressed, no? Time and financial, or the treasure side, no? Now, if if the motivation do not fall on these two things, no, two items, and it falls on the person's motivation, then proper communication is very important. As fellow members, as fellow past presidents, we must reach out to them, especially if they are already past presidents. Remind them of the good things that they did during their time. And in Rotary, there is we have this saying that once a Rotarian, always a Rotarian. Especially when you become a president, no, a club president, because you will never become a president if you yourself did not experience that epiphany, no. So again, the slide that I shared, no, epiphany is very important, reminding them, no, at the same time relaxing, no, and understanding the members or the past presidents, so that they will come back, and at the end of the day they will realize that they are Rotarians, that they once became a Rotary leader. So they did not they need not leave the club. That's
Okay.
assuming that there are no other issues. I just mentioned about the issues on time, challenges on time and treasure. No other issues. Of course, if there are personal issues and disagreements, you refer on the slides.
Okay.
I hope
Thank
that
you.
answers the question.
Okay, thank you, PP Mike. I think we only have room for two more questions, but in case you still have more questions coming in for PP Mike, I'm sure he can share with us his contact information, and I believe everyone's welcome to contact him directly. But another question, PP Mike, coming from the chat box, which I think is very important for us to answer because I believe she's a non-member. So this question is coming from Miss Arlene Miraflor. Uh, Hi, good evening. Can I be a member of a Rotary Club of a certain place even though I'm not a resident in that area? And the follow-up question to that is there a membership fee?
So first of all, welcome Arlene to the Rotary World. We hope that you will be part of us. You will be one of us, no? Yes, definitely. You can join any Rotary club of your choice. No? It's your choice on what Rotary club you want to join. No? That's why in the Rotary membership process, I mentioned that there are a requirement of
Angre.
at least 3 attendance meeting in a club that you would like to join in. No, that is basically for you to feel, no, the culture, the tradition, the practices, the personality of the club and the members, no, because very important is the alignment and the the what you call this, the the adjustment, no, of all the members to one another. Acceptance is very important. In your question again, definitely you can choose, and yes, there is a an annual membership fee or dues that is being charged to all members. Different Rotary clubs have different annual membership dues. So it also depends on your willingness and your capacity. No, uh, different clubs. Of course, there are also different sizes. There are clubs that are big clubs, medium-sized clubs, small clubs. In Rotary, we still have all-male club, and we have all-male, all-female club, and we have also a mixed club. No, there are clubs that are primarily composed of new generation. So it's up to you. No, it's up to your profile. No? Most important thing is you must join a Rotary Club that suits and blends your personality and your acceptance also. So I hope to see you and for you to become a fellow Rotarian soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Arlene, for that question. Now, for the last one tonight. So, again, if there are any more questions for PP Mike, please go ahead and shoot him a message. So, but for the last question, this one is coming from Perfect Vision President JB Bangsil. And the question is, the pandemic has changed our ways and means of doing our activities and fellowships. Can you share some new ways that you observed that are effective in recruiting new members?
Yes, thank you very much no, for that question. Yes, this COVID-19 pandemic is really very, very challenging, not only for Rotary, but for everyone. No? All organizations, profit or non-profit, professional or non-professional, and especially for voluntary, no? Like Rotary. No? Because this is a voluntary thing. No? And you can just imagine the, 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 uh, the more organized organizations are having problems, how much more our voluntary organizations. Well, going back to the slides, no, just focus on the benefits that you will get, no, the benefits that you will get joining a Rotary Club, no, and of course we have no choice but to make use of what's available. This platform, this online platform, no, the Zoom platform, no, although there are limitations, but look at us. We are here. We are doing fellowship. No, regardless of we are from different countries, different places, different gender, different nationality, no, different affiliations, but we are here. We're together. No, and we understand each other because we have this commonality of doing good. No, fellowship and service. No, so again, I would like to focus on all the benefits that I shared. No, and at the end of the day, all these things, all what is happening now with regards to pandemic will be over. No, we don't know when, but maybe 2 to 3 years from now we're gonna go back to normal. We're gonna go back to normal. No, and it's very important that even though at this time we have our support group, no, especially on our psychological need, on physiological need, no, as I mentioned, no, the hierarchy, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs is complete in Rotary. No, and that's a good value proposition for you to join. And just to share also, no, uh coming from I shared that I'm really hesitant first joining Rotary, but Rotary has done a good thing. Rotary shared so many blessings for me and my family, no? Personal, business wise, etc., especially in business. Whenever I go to different countries, no, as mentioned, and then we know each other, that we are fellow Rotarians. Wow, no? Aside from my other affiliations, and then they will know that I'm a fellow Rotarian. No? They would love to work with fellow Rotarians. No? Definitely, the return on investments is worth it. No? So look at the benefits. No, look at the benefits, and again, the physical benefits, and again, the ultimate of doing good to the world. No? That is very, very important. So yes, that's I hope that satisfy my the question.
Thank you, PP Mike. We just want to ask one of the participants, Ronin, if you're still there. He has a question about guidelines. I'm not sure what is he referring to about the training guidelines. Ronin?
Yeah, hi. Good evening, fellow Rotarians. Mr. Michael, I'm Ronin from RC Metropolitan Candelaria. My question is, if you would like to do a sort of orientation of Rotary Club to those aspiring candidates, do we have an official or standard PowerPoint presentation, or whom shall we ask a copy of presentation that we can present to the candidates?
Uh, Fellow Rotarian Ronin, first of all, good evening. No, we are from Candelaria, Quezon. That's my hometown province. No, so nice,
That's
nice,
true.
nice seeing you. Nice seeing you. Um, you're talking about guidelines for potential members.
Yes, a sort of presentation like a PowerPoint on how we can encourage better a candidate to join our club. A
Well,
similar presentation what you have shown us. Where do we get a copy of that?
yes, actually, we have so many information available at our rotary.org website. No? Presentations, even videos. No, there are so many training materials that you can explore and use. No, make use. No, so that you can share with the potential Rotarians. No? So yeah, it's available. Just go to rotary.org and you find so many tons of Rotary information that you
Okay,
can share. Yeah.
okay. Thank you. And we can edit it according to the information that we want to share it to the aspiring candidates.
Yes, definitely. You can make adjustments. No, you can make some adjustments based on the target potential members that you would like to present to. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Michael.
Thank you, Ronin.
Thank you, Ronin. Actually, there's a message for you from PDG Doug Vincent from District 7080 of Canada. And he says, I believe the best presentation is your story that you share with a friend in person. What is it in Rotary that excites you in your personal life? So, and I agree with that.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes. Yeah. Definitely, past district governor, though. No, as I mentioned, all of us, all Rotarians, we have our own stories to tell. No, and it's very important for us to share those stories to potential Rotarians. No? We have so many things to share and to nice stories, no, on how we became Rotarians and our own experiences while doing community service projects. That's the most important story that we can share, and definitely can convince and can motivate future Rotarians to join and for existing members to be more engaged and participate. Thank you.
okay. So thank you very much again, PP Mike. That was a handful of information coming from you, and I believe coming out of this evening, from this meeting tonight.